have what I have in my head, then I would say just fail. Like, just a lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And
Yeah.
I'm any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views.
Analysis paralysis, isn't that a mouthful? Now, I think you guys know who this is. This is Mr. Beast, a billionaire YouTuber, the most sub channel on YouTube, the channel that gives millions of dollars to people. So I think it's fair to say that he is the king of YouTube. Now, enough of that glazing. I actually thought about what he said, and I think it can pertain a lot to life, this analysis paralysis. Now, I'm not trying to be a 14-year-old that tries to be deep. I actually think this pertains a lot to life. This is actually one of my biggest flaws in my life. This could be also called overthinking syndrome. And I think the reason why a lot of people and myself have this overthinking syndrome is the vast amount of advice on the internet. When your brain sees this type of advice, it's almost the same exact thing, but not really. Your brain is really good at just focusing on one thing, but not multiple things. So maybe one advice channel says one thing similarly to the second advice channel, but there might be some type of differences in them. And that's what I think makes your brain kind of confused. They're not 100% similar. You also don't learn that much from advice videos. It's more impactful to learn by doing. It exposes what you know and what you don't know, basically exposing your weaknesses in real time. For example, if you have a dam that has holes in it, you can fortify the whole thing first, but that just takes a lot of time and energy than it needs to. You have to find and plug those holes, the actual weakness, before anything else matters. Learning from your mistakes is going to be 100% better for you in the long term, but there will be some pain to your ego along the way. You have to go through some hell to actually get somewhere. This is also true for learning in school. School learning feels artificial. It feels like route memorization. Are you learning things? Sure, but it feels way too simulated to actually stick. Obviously, if you're studying black holes in physics, there's no real way for you to experience one yourself. But for most things in life, school reduces it down to memorization and never gets you to the point of actually trying. School is also really bad at teaching failure. If you fail in school, your parents and everyone around you starts treating you like a failure, like it says something permanent about who you really are. That pressure makes you think before you act way too much, and your brain ends up in turmoil trying to avoid failure instead of actually learning from it. I don't even want to call it failure, honestly. If you're trying to improve on something, that's not failure to me. That's just fixing a weakness one attempt at a time. Failure would be if you never tried, if you never sat with your weakness long enough to actually understand it. The real failure is avoiding the attempt altogether. And as the guy said from that one meme,
Do it! Just